Nahum, please come to the podium. Give us your name and address for the record. You'll have 3 minutes.
Bobby Nahum, East Call Street. I'm advocating for the reopening of Leon County High School tracks for after-hours public use as they used to be. I want to make a few points in support of this. First, there's no evidence that any member of the public have damaged Leon High's track. The story reported to the media that someone damaged Leon's track by pulling weights on it is not supported by the evidence. The only documentation provided were photographs of cracks in the track. Leon's assistant principal later confirmed those cracks were caused by age and weather exposure, not by someone damaging the track. I submitted public records request 249-2026 to Leon County Schools asking for documentation of damage to Leon's track over the past year. The only records provided were the same previously mentioned photographs of the age-related cracks. This further supports there's no documented evidence that the public damaged Leon's track. Second, Florida law provides substantial liability protection to the school district. Florida Statute 375-251 was enacted to encourage both public and private landowners to make recreational facilities available to the public by limiting liability of the property owner. This law states that the landowner providing an area for free outdoor recreational purposes owes no duty of care to people using the property and is not liable for injuries or property damage caused by acts or omissions of people using the area. I consulted local attorney Frank Shaw regarding these protections. He stated that the liability protections are not limited and are by their specific terms absolute. He further concluded that the statute allows the district to separately rent the tract to organizations without compromising the liability protections for free public recreational use. Mr. Shaw also confirmed that as a member of the public training, Mr. Shaw also confirmed that a member of the public training another person at the track for money, such as personal trainer or coach, does not create additional liability to the school district simply because there's no written agreement with the district. Third, Leon County Schools District Security Center has nearly 3,000 security cameras, a 24/7 security and dispatch operation, and works with local law enforcement. I spoke with Mr. Williams, who runs the security center, and he confirmed that if an issue arises at the track or fields during public use hours, the security center can address it so school administration doesn't have to. So the security center basically has the infrastructure in place to manage public track access. Last, we're advocating for a shared use agreement between the city and school district. The city could potentially help maintain the tracks, clean bathrooms, and if needed, lock the gates in the evenings. We've discussed this idea with the Commissioner Jack Porter and Jeremy Matlow, and they support it because it's good for the community, and Florida Statute 1013-101 calls for these types of shared use agreements. I encourage you all to start a dialogue with the city commissioners about this. These points show there's no good reason for keeping the tracks closed. Please open the tracks to the public.
Thank you for your comment. Next speaker, Quinn Brumfield, followed by Ansel Irving.
Good evening. Quinn Brumfield, 14875 Miccosukee Road. Good evening, board members and superintendent. I'm asking you to reconsider the decision to close all Leon County high school tracks and fields to the public indefinitely. I understand the district's responsibility is to protect its facilities, but I believe there is a reasonable way to provide controlled public access while protecting school property. Florida Statute 375.251 provides liability protections for recreational use of school facilities. The District Security Center is also available to respond to problems outside normal school hours. If someone vandalizes property, enters the turf, or otherwise misuses a facility, there's already a mechanism in place to address it. There also appears to be an inconsistency in how access is being applied. The district announced that all high school tracks and fields were closed, yet external organizations continue to practice at Lincoln and Rickards, while other organizations and members of the public are denied access. My concern is not that those organizations have access. My concern is why the same opportunity is not available to everyone who can meet the same requirements. Rickards, for example, has been closed to the public for more than 5 years, yet certain organizations are still permitted to use the facility. We need a consistent and transparent standard for determining who receives access. And this issue is personal for me. My daughter's a 10th grader at 10th grade scholar athlete at Lincoln High School. She competes in track and field. Like other serious athletes, she needs opportunities outside the scheduled team practices to refine her technique and improve her events. Right now, if she wants to train outside normal practice, there's no public high school track available to her. Think about that. A Leon County school student cannot simply use a Leon County school track to further develop her athletic skills outside scheduled practice. Track season begins in late January or February with meets beginning in March. We should not wait until the season begins to determine whether our student athletes will train. After meeting with Commissioner Jeremy Metlow, we were also working toward a potential shared use agreement with the City of Tallahassee that could help with maintenance, restrooms, security, and public access. Florida Statute 1013.101 encourages these types of partnerships. So I'm asking for a fair, consistent, transparent policy. We can establish hours, rules, monitoring, and consequences for misuse. We can protect the fields while allowing appropriate access to the tracks when students are not present. The answer does not have to be unrestricted access or no access. There's a reasonable middle ground. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment. Next speaker, Ansel Irving, followed by Ronnie Wilson.